Hey, ladies and gents, it's Zembak, and I am back from vacation a day early because, yeah, you ever spend so much time sleeping in a hotel? It's just like it's like, it's like a piece of plywood with a little bit of foam on top of it, and I was like, nah, we're coming home. So we come home a day early, got back, got some videos for you guys to watch. My carpal tunnel is feeling wonderful, and hopefully I can be able to play a little bit more now. So, back to the game. We have CanGrunt. He sent me a video from his Yak-19, which is a Tier 9 Russian light fighter. If you guys don't know how wonderful this aircraft is, at least in the turn and burn game, yeah, it's very good. It has 323 millimeters that have some pretty nice range, hit pretty decent, and it's kind of a blast to play if you like the turn and burn kind of game. Of course, if you like the Spitfires and the Zeros and the low tiers, you're going to probably dig this plane because it does turn ridiculously well. So, he didn't tab out for me, so I'm not sure exactly what's on the other team. I know probably at least one human. So he pulls down in here, picks up the BF-1ING going through, and you know what? I'm sorry about this replays that they've given us. I've changed the different camera angles and whatnot, and this is about the best one they have. It's just not very good. I mean, other than the fact I can probably, um, zoom in a little bit more, but for the most part, yeah, this is about the best thing going. Other ones are kind of stupid, so you're going to have to just deal with it. Hopefully they're going to change these replays up a little bit here, because everything looks a little wonky and a little bit off. So they pick up the first garrison, and this is kind of where this aircraft really does really well. It's not it doesn't move around. I mean, it's a jet. It's obviously faster than your prop-driven planes, but for the most part, you really want to get into a position where you can defend, kind of a point defense fighter. You like maps like this with the center objectives, where you can kind of just camp. I'm gonna be honest. That's really how to be successful in this aircraft. It works well, hanging out here in the center, and just eating these beautiful XP pinatas. Picks up his Yak-19, finishes him off. It's probably one of his biggest threats, at least. Yeah, and I haven't, like I said, really. The other team's got the attacker, and I think there's an F-94, I believe, in it here. Some heavy fighters and whatnot. ME-262, HG-3, but that kind of stuff. But he stays down around 2,100 meters, a little bit lower, utilizing his turn and burn. Picks up the TA. Going through, if you can't catch it with those long-range shells, he's at just about 700 meters, still within gun range with these 23s. Yeah, so even if you can't catch him, does a pretty nice job of shooting that kind of shit down. Nails the Yak-19 going through, pulls around on the Yak-19. What's he up to? Oh, Yak-19's turning, finishes off the Yak-19, puts him up to 6,200 in a grade 5 fighter. The MEP, he decides to go vertical, which really this isn't really that bad until you realize that, with 700 meter plus range on your guns, you're not going to get away from this thing. Picks up the MiG-9, and he's got a few other aircraft here. And then, we've talked about this in other videos, how important it is, if you want to rack up them huge combat scores, is to not chase planes. You're seeing this, what Can's doing right here. He's just looking for stuff that is relatively close, which lets him, of course, work him over pretty hard with those 323s. Picks up the attacker again. Eldon, you just got shot down once, buddy, but now you're back again. We're playing off the stupidity of the bots. They'll come back to this spot over and over and over again. In the center objective, of course, is awful nice because you do have the repair icon here, and of course you can spawn if you do get shot down. Picks up the TA-183 again. And, yeah, slowly going to work him over. Oh, these fucking camera angles, I swear. Jesus, wargaming. But that's alright. We get these buggy ones in World of Warships, too, if you've never played it. That one was kind of a buggy deal, too. The torpedoes don't track where you point them on the replays, blah, blah, blah. So we're just going to have to deal with it, guys. K-162. Picks him up. Ooh. Picks up the grade 3. Puts him at 12,455. And he's just sitting here waiting for them to come to him. And like I said, you really can't knock him. I mean, this is what this aircraft does well. You know, this point defense below 2,500 meters, turn and burn with everything in this game at 9 and 10, no problem. Drops down. He's got one GA down below, and he's got one more fighter coming through here. Picks up the Yak-19. The other Yak-19 picks up the Guardian medal, puts him at 13,155. And finally, he decides to drop down here on the ME 1099. Puts a nice pass into him, up and around. Does not stick on his tail. He's going to come back around, and there we go. Picks him up, finishes him off, the Flying Guardian badge, and almost to a Winged Legend. Not quite, but close. Now, they're up 3-1 right now. Of course, one is the mining facility, so it's, you know, they have a slight advantage with 3 objectives over the 1. So, up he goes. Their mining facility is going to flip here shortly, which puts them ahead. But like I said, with the 3, he's gaining on that 1 mining facility. Picks up the Yak-19. Vladislav is not paying attention. Picks up the Winged Legend. He's always been the Winged Legend. I said this is what we call him in Discord, the Winged Legend. Finds out he's looking here for the Heavy Fighter. Heavy Fighter's not paying attention, so nah, fuck him. We're not going to mess with him. Drop down, and we got the MiG-9 coming in here. For sure. I spent part of my vacation in Canada, and I figured out why. If you haven't figured out, CanGrunt is from Canada. If you haven't figured out that, I figured out why they talk the way they do. Picks up the Lucky Breeze in the F-94D. That was the other human pilot, I'm assuming, that was in the game. And then we're going to drop down here and see if we can pick up the one more fighter. He's got the center pretty well cleaned up. The TA-183 Hildebrand does need to die. TA-183 does turn for some reason, which lets Can close the distance. And become more effective. Puts the airfield back into the blue, or at least fully back into the blue. However, they are kind of losing this other garrison over here, and it's the GAs are taking their sweet-ass time taking the mining facility. You know, that's one problem I have with the balance in this game, him being in a light fighter. I guess the other team has the other players in F-94, which is alright, but you know, in this situation, if this would have been a human GA on this side, it might have been a little bit different. Lucky Breeze pulls in here in the F-94D, picks up one of the defense bots, flips the objective. He's doing his job. Unfortunately, Can is right on top of him, and he doesn't have much chance getting away from the MiG-19 when you're that close. So now the game's changed a little bit. Now it's a 2-2, but they have one mining facility, and the GAs on the blue team, the goodies versus the baddies, are taking, like I said, their sweet-ass time about turning it. So he's going to pull down here on the ME 1099 and see if he can knock him out. You know, left unmolested, those GAs will do a hell of a job. However, the red team has decided to kill everybody. Yeah, literally. They've knocked out 4 fighters right off the bat here. Can picks up the ME 1099, and it's not looking good for the home team. The blue bots have decided to hang out over the fucking spawn point for the red players, and are right now getting annihilated. This is going to be 8 planes within the last 45 seconds that have died for the blue team. Oh, damn. So, which unfortunately leaves Can in kind of a shitty spot here. He's going to see if he can pick up the attacker, picks up the attacker, and yeah, this isn't, wow. And they've picked up the LA-160, so it's pretty much leaves Can against 2, 4, 6, 7 planes. Picks up the Ace with 20,105, picks up the other Yak-19. He's putting up a hell of a fight. Unfortunately, there's just almost too many planes here to deal with. He's got 3, 4 right now he's currently dogfighting with. He's knocked out 4. See if he can pick up the KI-162. Yeah, he's at almost 21,000. He's going to see if he can pick up this guy. Oh, KI-162 pulls back in. Oh, he destroys him. Shingo, you bastard. Knocks out Can. And, yeah, wow. However, during this exciting dogfight, they've picked up the mining facility, and now it's kind of in the Blues team's corner here. However, currently the Dominic and the ME1099 is the team's last hope, and he's heading right for the red players. Fuck me, bots. He's jinking already. Nothing's firing, but he's jinking. So he's going to cruise on through here. He's at 1,100 meters, 300 some kilometers an hour. He doesn't seem to be in a big hurry to go everywhere he's going, but he's looked like he's heading for the other mining facility. And this is going to be literally right down to the wire. He's looking around. They are doing a hell of a job knocking out the defense fighters. And that's about the time. Oh, can they do it? Can they do it? Dominic don't give a fuck. He's heading for that mining facility. One way or another, he's going to get that. He's at 1,500 health. However, there is a ton of red players left rolling around here. They've almost knocked out the defense fighters on the airfields. And there it is. 100% of the resources. Well played, Can. Yeah, 22,475. Nice game. That was a close one.